So let's talk a little bit more about the science behind serotonin. Now, this is an area that I've studied extensively, and I call it the culture molecule for a reason. It's been studied in animal studies where there are cultures of animals that are interacting, and they measure the serotonergic levels of the animals involved. Those are there that are higher up in the leadership of like a troop of animals, and those lower. And they also study it in human beings, those who are higher up and those who are connecting. How is the serotonin being affected by those individuals? In fact, it changes the brain chemistry of human beings, okay? It's actually networking us together. It's a molecule that begins to network us together as human being and creating connections and causing us to assess connections between people as well. We call these interconnected connections that serotonin is developing social learning in the science world. That's why we call it the culture molecule. Really, what happens when you enter into a group of human beings, your serotonin is triggering pathways that are asking these questions. Am I valued? How valuable am I in this team? Am I safe? Am I needed? Those are all questions that we're asking. And when we're asking those questions and they're being answered correctly, serotonin upregulates and is produced even more. In fact, we start sharing it between all the members of the group. It becomes a virtuous cycle where when one person feels valued from a leader, then the other people in the group will reflect that back to the leader. The leader will feel better, the people of the team will feel better, and everyone in the team will again begin to upregulate their serotonin and begin to feel more and more and more. So it's a very virtuous cycle within teams and networks and cultures of people. This is something that we've studied as scientists and know that when people have this within their systems, they begin to feel healthier. Leaders are naturally higher in serotonin than the people on their team. The coaches of a team, the first string leaders of a team, the leaders in industry will all be higher in serotonin. And what this drives them to is socially affiliative behaviors, meaning those that are leaders that are high in serotonin are the ones that make healthy connections and are drawing in their teammates in the healthy ways. Those are the leaders with the most serotonin within their bodies. Those that are more tyrannical, those leaders that you don't really care to follow, that are using manipulative and pushy policies and methods to push you around, they're actually low in serotonin, and they often take advantage of situations and teams that are not organized and well situated, that have clear hierarchies and have clear leaders, and that you've taken the time to select and train leaders so they know how to be socially affiliative and create great bonds within teams. People end up being healthy long term. All their immune systems begin to upregulate, their energy begins to upregulate on so many different measurable items of health. People do way better when they're connected within teams, and particularly a team leader that is high in serotonin and doing all these valuing people type of behaviors that will increase the serotonin levels of everyone within their group. So serotonin is the culture molecule. It's a team molecule. It's a social learning molecule. It's essential for culture, according to scientists. There's no way around this. We have to be engaging in these valuing people methodologies in order for our brains and bodies to be ignited and working in healthy ways within our organizations.